High up on the windswept expanse of Bodmin Moor, a legend lurks. It's a legend whispered on the wind. A tale that's been passed down through generations. A tale of a creature as elusive as it is terrifying. A phantom that haunts the moors. The Beast of Bodmin Moor, as it's come to be known, has haunted the imaginations of locals and visitors alike for decades. Welcome to You Should Be Scared. I'm your host, Taylor Davies, and this is your number one destination for everything mysterious and unexplained. Many people consider the Beast of Bodmin Moor to be a modern-day myth or even a joke, but there have been tales of a big wild cat prowling the remote moors in the heart of Cornwall for many years. And what if some of those sightings were real? October 1993 saw the event that brought the situation on Bodmin Moor to the attention of the country. Jane Fuller, who was 37 at the time, was hit from behind on Tuesday, October 26th, while she was walking her dog late at night close to her Cardinham home. She was stunned by the blow and fell to the ground. She told the police that she thought she had briefly passed out, but when she regained consciousness, her dog was standing nearby, barking and growling at something in the shadows. Jane claimed to have seen a very large, dark-coloured cat-like creature observing her from a short distance. It was making grunting noises and had a very long tail. The tail was 3 to 4 feet in length and curled upwards. The media capitalised on the public's fears of wild animals roaming the countryside, and the story swiftly made the front pages of national newspapers nationwide. And in a matter of days, the term Beast of Bodmin was appearing in print as well as on television. A legend had been created. The local police were reportedly investigating a sizable footprint and a few hair strands discovered at the scene in the days that followed. They also reportedly got in touch with Newquay Zoo to find out if they were missing any animals. It soon became apparent that farmers on Bodmin Moor had been complaining about attacks on their animals for years prior to this, though it was the first attack on a human that ultimately brought the story to the attention of the media. Indeed, reports of animal killings go back at least 10 years, and the region of Bodmin Moor, known as East Moor, was a true hotspot for the creature's sightings. John Goodenough of Goodava Farm and Rosemary Rhodes of Ninestones Farm were both certain that a wild cat was consuming their livestock. Their animals had been disappearing or turning up slaughtered by an unknown killer. Both of them, along with John's son Richard, had witnessed it. Rosemary told the papers that she had seen the beast on her property numerous times, and that she had sold her sheep after at least 10 of them were killed. Rosemary was also cited as stating that she had recorded strange screeching sounds that she had heard on the moor at night, which she claimed were a puma mating call. The Bodmin Force's Peter Keane appears to have played a significant role in the investigation. According to one report, he even had first-hand sight of the furry offender. In any case, it seems that the officers were paying close attention to the reports. Some national newspapers were paying thousands of pounds for an image of the beast. It seems that one of the papers even devised a scheme to capture, or at least entice into view, what they now thought was a male puma. A female puma, named Promise, was brought up to the moor sometime in November 1993. She was left in a 12 by 8 foot cage for several days in an effort to entice the beast out of the hidden location. It was probably somewhere close to the Jamaica Inn, most likely on the East Moor. Mark Chandler of Dartmoor Wildlife Park, Promise's handler, told the papers that he was positive the animal was a puma and that he hoped the beast would come out to investigate her. It's unclear if anything came of this plan. Presumably, nothing showed. Constable Keane was cited in the papers shortly after saying that anyone trespassing on the moor with a gun, hoping to shoot animals, would be committing a serious offence. This suggests that some people were prepared to defy the law and go out and hunt the beast themselves. Rosemary Rhodes, the farmer at Ninestones Farm on East Moor, captured what she thought was the Beast of Bodmin Moor on video camera in December 1993. Once more, the pictures were shown to wildlife specialists, who reportedly came to the conclusion that it was a large wild cat, like a puma. Later, this footage was featured in the 1994 documentary and on a number of news programs. Even though the video was hazy, many people believed it to be unquestionable proof of the beast. Importantly, farmers on the moor continued to report attacks on their livestock as the sightings persisted over the ensuing months. The Beast of Bodmin was the subject of multiple TV, radio and newspaper interviews with John Goodenough at Goodava Farm. The farm is located just below Goodava Stone Circle. He became a vocal opponent of the authorities, believing they were not paying enough attention to the situation. He was very worried that someone, possibly a child, would eventually suffer severe injuries. John himself lost roughly £1,000 worth of livestock to animal attacks. In light of this, John made the decision to post a notice alerting people to the presence of wild big cats on one of his farm gates. Apparently, if you encounter the beast, you'll be able to recognize its presence, the birds will stop singing and there won't be any foxes or rabbits around. That is the warning to exercise extreme caution. In 1995, the Agricultural Development Advisory Service sent a wildlife biologist named Charlie Wilson to Bodmin Moor to conduct an investigation. He had 26 days and £8,200 to find proof of the beast. However, it appears that locals weren't persuaded that Wilson was objective, or that he had been provided the time and equipment needed for the hunt from the beginning. So nobody was shocked when his report found no proof of big cats on the moor. And all of the footage and photos were deemed to show regular domestic cats, according to Angela Browning, a junior agriculture minister. Oddly, Angela attended the press conference in London, wearing a large cat-shaped brooch. Additionally, footprints were rejected as proof by the minister, claiming that they belonged to ordinary cats and dogs. Although she said there was no hint of big cat involvement in the livestock deaths, she did not provide a clear explanation for the actual cause of all of the deaths. According to what Rosemary Rhodes told the papers, everyone in the nation will believe that we have been experiencing widespread hallucinations, but there is a chance that someone will be harmed one day. Speaking to the papers, Paul Tyler, the Liberal Democrat MP for North Cornwall, emphasised the widespread perception that the ministry think that they have dispelled the mystery, but that it was highly unlikely to simply disappear. He claimed to have met a lot of people who were certain that there was more to the stories or who had seen something on the moors. There have also been several theories regarding the origin of the cat or cats on the moor. One theory is that some of the animals may have been released by Mary Chipperfield, a woman who operated a private zoo and circus in the Plymouth area in the 1970s. Chipperfield was reportedly found guilty of animal abuse on multiple occasions, so it does not seem completely out of the question that she would act irresponsibly by releasing some of her animals into the countryside, possibly in an attempt to get rid of them. Another theory, which has never been proven, was that a pack of pumas escaped from the Dartmouth Zoo. One thing is certain though, the Beast of Bodmin has kept making headlines over the years, and these big cat sightings, especially the early ones, have never been adequately explained. This is a story that will never be forgotten, and it has become a myth of the modern era. So, even though it's maybe doubtful that any beast would still be alive today, I have no doubt that something was definitely happening in the 1990s. Well, there you have it. The legend of the Beast of Bodmin Moor. I'd really love to know what you think of it all. Let me know in the comments if you think it's real. If not, what do you think? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and why not stick around and watch more of my mysterious videos on the screen now? Stay curious, stay cautious, and stay tuned for more mysteries. And remember, you should be scared.